The lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Well, things that I thought were simple ingredients to good raps like metaphors, similes,
Yeah.
all these things that were once really important. The one platform that I find that those things still are very relevant, and we were talking about it last night, is the battle rap. Although I think it's starting to get, corporations are starting to get in on it a little bit, it's still very much based on just bars.
That's it.
Quality
That's
bars.
it.
It's organic.
That's it. And I think it'll always be there because you can't be a battle rapper without bars. Like you can't go, and get yourself embarrassed if you don't have bars. So, I think that's always that where corporations could never take that aspect of it out of it. You know what I'm saying? They can make it bigger. They can put it on pay-per-view. They can do whatever, they want to make some money and capitalize off of it. But it's still going to come down to those two dudes in their bars.
No doubt.
That's it. You know, that's as pure as you could get, regardless of all the bells and whistles around it. When that bell goes ding, just like a boxing match or anything, it's just you and him. You know what I mean?
Probably my favorite at the moment, it has been for a while, it's probably Charlie Clips.
Yeah, me too. Love Charlie Clips. I think he's one of the illest. His metaphors are always so crazy. Like he comes up with some really dope stuff. And of course, all my Boston people, Chilla Jones, top tier. Shout out to my brother Chilla, 40 bars. My home girl from Boston. Shout out to her. She's Queen of the Ring. She done slayed every other artist in Queen of the Ring. Chilla's slaying everybody through URL right now. So Boston is definitely doing our thing.
The one of the guys I find most interesting to look into is Daylight, but he's one of the most talked about, one of the most relevant, and when he raps, I think one of the most talented.
Yeah, he got some lyrics. He definitely got some lyrics.
But he's also got that whole other thing with the antics and that comes along with it. Do you think he just does that as a strategy, as a method of strategy to stay relevant, which the whole shock value thing, or what's your take on it?
I think that's his thing. I think that's one of the things, besides having some bars and that he's known for is, shock value.
It's crazy.
In his
though,
battles,
man.
you know what I mean? So that's what he's known for, really. So, stick to it. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? If that's going to help you along, keep doing it.
If there was anybody that you could see, maybe from your era, say the 90s, step into the ring now, is there anyone that comes to mind that you'd love to see battle?
Two MCs?
Or just even one against a current, like a current battle rapper now.
Let me see. Who would be? Craig G, Supernatural. I think those guys, even though, Craig G to me still is one of the illest battle rappers I've ever heard in my life because he can freestyle like it was a written book. I've heard nobody do it like he does it. Supernat comes the closest to it, but Craig is on another level, man. So I'd like to see Craig G battle anybody. I think he would give everybody a run for their money.
What one of my favorite, probably actually my favorite battle rapper of all time was Juice.
Oh, Juice was
MC
dope.
Juice.
Yep, he was dope. Chicago.
Yeah.
And
we actually interviewed.
I know him too. Yeah, word.
Oh, so you've got a relationship?
Yeah. I met him a couple times. Yeah, Juice is dope.
Yeah. Now, I guess you would remember the battle that he had with Supernat.
Yep.
And one of the biggest criticisms that he got was that people thought that his shit was written, and that was in a time before
where it was all freestyle.
Yeah. Now, do you actually think that he wrote his shit, or?
I think he had some of those lines in there. Maybe freestyle, and then you take a line that you have and put it in. But that's what the freestylers did too. They all had lines in there that they knew, that they were gonna drop at some point to get that reaction. So even though it was freestyle, they thought about what they didn't just come out and just, that's it. So I think, a lot of those dudes had that, but I think it's way better written. And when people have time to prepare and, then the battle takes place, That's the best thing. I don't like the freestyle stuff because, you know, dudes can just start repeating themselves, and it, you know, sometimes it gets repetitive if, you know, you don't have nothing in your head. There's only a few people that could do freestyle like it's some written stuff. Craig G, Supernatural. I don't know nobody else, man. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the no beat format?
I love it because you get to hear it. You know, that's perfect. You don't need a beat for this kind of environment. Everyone wants to hear what the hell you're saying. So, you know, the beat would just mess it up.
The last segment.
927. Oh, yeah.